What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title called Remore Infested Kingdom. I think this was a game that went to Kickstarter and ultimately didn't pull on through their campaign, and so now I think they're doing a separate kind of public awareness push by putting out a demo, and that's good because I want to check the game out. This is one that I've had my eyes on now for a long time. It is a game that is set in a medieval kingdom that is beset with undead zombies, and you've got to have a little squad of guys that goes around stabbing them to death with equipment and swords and halberds and axes and stuff like that. Much more than that, I can't really tell you, but the stuff that I've seen on Twitter over the last year or two has always had really, really good pixel art, and it's always been a really attractive looking game, so we're going to give the demo a go here. If after watching this you wanted to get the demo for yourself, it is publicly available. You can get it down below. That's where you would slide through. On top of that, you can also find a link to my Discord, which I'm always in, and you're welcome to join. Also, my Twitch stream, which once again, I'm always live over there, almost every day of the week. You're pretty much welcome to swing through over there too. Let's go ahead and start a new game. We will put it on suffering difficulty, I guess. Remore, a small realm which surrounded the castle town of Broken Rock, would suffer a fate ne'er before seen nor seen since. It was a time that would haunt those who lived through it, all the way to their graves. One morn, as the sun was high, a great tear opened up in the sky above the castle, and in an instant the land was plunged into darkness. From this darkness emerged creatures unlike any that had been seen in these lands before. People screamed and they fled, and panic swept through the land. The creatures were relentless and seemed to increase in number with each passing moment. They swarmed into villages and slaughtered all they crossed. The peasants had no chance against them, and the defense of the Knight's Guard was nowhere to be seen. Most survivors went into hiding and prayed for help, but their calls were left unanswered. You almost look as if you're sleeping, but I know you will not wake. Damn those creatures for bringing this death onto us. Damn the Knight's Guard for turning their backs on the people when we needed them the most. And damn me for letting this happen to you, failing to protect you. Your last words, survive and protect the people. Even in death, you will not let me forget my knight's pledge. I am not certain I can keep the promise, Elaine. If I said I wanted anything more than to slay the vermin that took you from me, I would be a liar. But in your honor, I promise you I will try. Okay, so somewhere along the Iron Road, I've been walking for days, keeping to the trees and off the Iron Road. If I can reach the safety in the outer plains of Remore, away from the larger towns and villages, I can live through the week. The way seemingly grows more dangerous with each passing moment. There are creatures at every turn. I cannot keep going without some weapon supplies, hell, anything. Finally, the guardhouse. I need to find some arms at once if I want to have any hope of carrying on. Alright. So it looks like we've got ourselves a bit of tactical decisions to make. I'm going to guess that those are my movement points over there on the side. It's used for some actions. It's TP. Okay, so we have enough toilet paper that we can move over to here. So let's go ahead and do that. Tactical points. Oh, they're tactical points. Gotcha. You can end your turn with the turn button. Alright, well, let's go ahead and end our turn and see how many tactical points we get at the end of this thing. There's a sword laying right there. Can I just grab that one? I think it wants me to go over to here. Oh, there's zombies over there. Shit, guardhouse fell to the creatures. I need to be cautious. Alright, so the arrow next to your character indicates the direction they are facing. When you mouse over an enemy, the shaded area is their area of detection. Well, that's real good to know. Let's be sneaky and we'll go around behind them. Alright, we can open the door. We got a little progress meter right there, and we found another guard. I mean, that one looks like he had a terrible day. Stay back! Stay back, I say. Drop the spear before you hurt yourself. Are you familiar with this place? Yes, I'm stationed here, at least I was. Then show me where I can find a blade and I'll get you out of here. Unless you want to fight your way through those things alone. No, I'll show you the armory. It's right across the way, but they've locked it. I can open the door. Just help me get out of this place. Alright, well, we've got like a little militia guy with us. When we move our mouse cursor over an interactive object, it has a highlighted outline. We can also hold down control if we wanted to figure out how everything opens. Alright, so he unlocked the door for us, and that means we've got enough TP left to get into the armory. Seems the place was mostly picked bare, but there should be something I can use on the rack. Ew, we're getting our weapons off the rack? I prefer that my swords be handcrafted by the finest dwarf artisans, sir. We do not buy off the rack when it comes to our broadswords. Nay. So we've got our weapons here. And it looks like I can equip them and they get added to my character. There, not exactly a quality blade, but I can defend myself. Let's keep moving. All right, move up that way and we'll see. Oh, there's a oh, it ends your turn. I'm sorry, it stalls your turn if an enemy comes into view. That's good. So they can see over there, but like, if we don't have to fight, like, why would we? The creatures are still here. It looks like we can't get around. We'll have to fight our way through. Prepare yourself. Oh, there's a rack in the wait. I can go around though. Can't I? Oh, there's one over there too. It makes more sense now. All right, boys. Can you attack that far? We can get details about the Gnar. The Canar. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll step in and we'll take this guy down. I don't know. Oh, they get to take like an interruption turn? Interesting. Alright, so the enemy will move to a tile where they can catch you. And if you're caught, you cannot move. Alright, fair enough. We've got a bunch of abilities down here, and it looks like they cost us WP rather than TP. We do have a little bit of TP left. After being hit, deals some damage, can be used. Okay. Oh, it's a passive skill, so I hit people back with my shield. Gotcha. Alright, well, let's do a bloody slash here. Oh, that was a nice little animation. I liked that. It was like style. I like how he's got the gushing of the blood going on right now, too. That's kind of fun. What's the death animation gonna look like? Can you strike from there? You cannot, but you can strike there. Very nice. Oh, that was all that he had, though. Okay. Well, I mean, if you move to right there, can you move to right there? Move to right there and then shoulder bash him back. There you go. And now that you've got him shouldered back, support attack can be used. Make a basic attack against the same enemy. And that's after an ally attack. I must not have been lined up then. So if I had attacked vertically, he would have jumped in and done like a spear stab to back us up. Okay. Oh, he bled out. Nice. And then he got bit in the face. It's okay, though. Oh, he knocked him the hell out with his shield. Cool. Oh, I like these little portraits over here, too. The game's got like a nice gritty appearance to it. I like the grittiness in my games. Ugh, my journey ends. Gods above and below, witness my deeds and judge me worthy to enter your realm. That man doesn't seem to be of our land. Should we help him? He's an outsider. It's not our concern. I have bandages. We can't leave him to die. Fine, but make it quick. Apparently, our culture does not like outsiders very much as far as the game's like setting is concerned. That's interesting stuff to know, but I like it when games sprinkle in little details like that like our kingdom, apparently the people in our military and whatnot tend to be like a little bit xenophobic, like they don't like outsiders, and like little things like that add spice to like a setting to me, and it so often gets left out, like it's just never there, like what people think about like other people inside the universe and whatnot. All right, we'll get on over here and see if you can help him, I guess. Alright, you got 2 HP back. Do the best with it. Today was not my day to depart this world. For what reason have you aided a foreigner in your land? Your people are not known for hospitality. My pledge, no man left in suffering. Some might say that you should have cut my throat. Your soft heart is going to get you killed, soldier. You're just lucky this one doesn't bite. Okay, yeah, we've got some zombos. There's time to die yet. Dermot can use his second wind skill to recover weapon points. Edwin uses a support attack to give backup, and William counterattacks. Can I pass by my own people? Oh, I can. Nice, good. Okay, well, then your job is to kill that guy. There you go. Is he not dead? Oh, he survived it, but he's going to bleed out. It's going to be okay. Over here, how much HP does that zombie have? Also, you only have like 2 HP left, so... If I don't move, though, I get like all of my... Oh, that was so dope, dude. And he did like a little animated roar at the end. Ah! I like it. See, this guy is the guy in Kingdom of Heaven, like the Viking guy that has like the crossbow bolt sticking out of his neck, but he still keeps fighting and just wiping out bandits left and right. And then he collapses and he's like looking at the sky with the steam coming out of his mouth and the bolt in his neck. He like roars, dude. That's this guy right here. He's that guy in the movie trope. Yeah, give me a little bit of that back. I need a little bit of that. We're gonna, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm just like grazing people out here. I can shoulder bash a guy though, so I will. I feel like it's good that like the less enemies there are, the better off this is gonna work for me. You move down to there too and protect yourself because you're kind of like messed up, dude. Wait, he didn't even take a turn yet. Maybe I should take a turn. There we go. Down goes another zombie. I will get caught if I move to there. And I can't really get into a position to do anything. I mean, I guess I could shoulder bash him. He's got 3 HP left. Yeah, throw a shoulder into him. Let's be aggressive. There we go. You fight well for an outsider. And you for a softling. By my tribe's beliefs, I owe you both your lives, and I will travel with you until I have given you this Yeah, dude! He's our Chewbacca! Alright! You may travel with us for now, but do not think to do anything you would regret. You are not a trusting people, are you? Trust gets you killed. What happened to our people? Like, where do we live? These people are dour, dude. These people are like little rays of sunshine, aren't they? Everything you love is gonna betray you. We traveled for some time, days possibly, until we were far enough away from Broken Rock to feel safety. I did not relish the company of these people, but I cannot argue their usefulness in dealing with the creatures. Along the way, we met a blacksmith, Jorgen, who insisted on traveling with us. Reluctantly, I agreed to escort him to safety at least. He did prove somewhat useful and directed us to an abandoned house on the edge of the woods where we decided to set up a safe house. I do not know how long I will remain with these people, but for now anyways, it seems I have very little choice. The roads are not safe and the wilderness is even less so. We set up some rudimentary defenses, but our supplies are low, and we knew it would not be long before we had to venture out to gather more. I did not expect kindness from your people, youngling. Maybe you have just not had time to learn to hate us. Please don't call me that. I'm a soldier. Call me Edwin. You are but a whelp. In training, yes, but a whelp nonetheless. I see a fire in you. And you fight like a warrior. I have met your kind in battle many times before and suffered scars at their hands. Help! Please, you've got to help me. Edwin, get her onto a bed mat. Check her for wounds. Dermot, check the perimeter. Make sure she wasn't followed. Oh, is she a cook? Nice, dude. So we've got like NPCs inside of here, and we go out, we scavenge stuff, and we bring it back to build things that make us able to scavenge more things to build more things. If that's the core gameplay loop, I swear to God, bro. I'm gonna be so hyped for this game. It's nice, isn't it? Campfire, friends, loved ones all around. All we miss is a roast hog on a spit and a couple of wenches cross my knee, and we'd have ourselves a right feast. Should have rolled over and let those creatures take me. If you wish, you are welcome to go back out there. Nah, I'm sorry, it's just my way. I speak for thinking is all. Old man always said I had a head hard as an anvil. It's just everything going on. Forget it. We're all weary. It's been an eventful few days, to say the least. One thing I would recommend is whoever the speaker is that currently the text is on, this little portrait up here should change, and it should be larger, too. That way you can follow the conversation a little bit better without losing it. I ain't got nothing to work with, so come back with materials. Okay. What about you, Ayala? You didn't have any grave injuries save some scratches from the woods. Thicker skin than most, thank you. Feeling much better, sir. Well, Willem, I'm no knight. Aye, Willem, so. Well, Willem, thank you for taking me in. I must have ran half a day before I found your camp, creatures snapping at my heels the whole way. Look, I'm no good with a blade or a bow, but I ran into a tavern. I ran a tavern. I can cook up something that'll keep us going, provided you got ingredients. Here, see for yourself. Took this from the tavern before I fled. Okay, so we can eat meals to get buffs and extra HP. I suppose we make the barley porridge, I guess? Is that all that we really had available? I think that's all we had available. It don't look like there's much that I can do with the apple, I guess. Like there's a cider over here, but I need 2 apples for it. I guess I could have made an ale too, I suppose. Pickled peas, that sounds awful. That sounds like the worst. I don't want that at all. Peas, man, they are a terrible vegetable. There is nothing respectable about the modern pea. It is the worst. All right, folks, there's still food. Oh, well, I don't want to do that. There we go. We'll get everybody fed. We're no longer starving. We're now all peckish, which is slightly better. And then we've got to sleep. Okay, we healed up a little bit, but it's going to take a couple days, and there's where our XP is coming on in. What kind of missions do we have going on? Onward! It looks like we can go to Blackthorn Village. And it looks like we'll get access to a bow, some arrows. There's not very much food. Food is kind of what I'm after. But let's do it. Let's form up. We definitely want to bring some tools with us. And I think our warband is perfectly fine. Let's go onward. I'm going to do my best to not get murdered. Passed through here quite a bit during training. Village chief was a nice enough bloke to us recruits. Lived just down the road there in that big house. Ain't never been this quiet, though. Hold your words, youngling. Smell that? We're not alone. Smell what? Death. Careful. Let's search the buildings. We'll grab some food and get the hells back to camp. Well, now that I've got him moved up to here and there's 2 zombies inside of here, I don't know exactly what I want to do. I am going to need him to, like... I was going to say, so he's going to see me and then they get that scramble turn where they try to get to tackle me, right? Okay. I'm just trying to, like, figure out the pacing of the game versus other things like, you know, Last Spell or, like, XCOM. Like, every one of these little games, they all have kind of, like, their own rules and, like, their own thing going on and kind of, like, their own pace. Go ahead and get that guy. And then he should do another attack, right? Yeah, there it is right there. So he backs you up just like a spearman would. I'm going to move over to here, and that leaves me with 1 attack left. I don't really have a whole lot left to go. I can go higher shield defense, I guess. Increase armor by 2. Is that going to be flat damage mitigation? Let's give it a go. We've got 3 shields under our health bar right there now. One thing I would suggest is while you have the character selected, keep that health bar and those shields up at all times. Don't let them disappear like that. So for the character that's actually under the player's control, I would prefer for that to be up there because taking a look around the UI, there doesn't actively seem to be anywhere where I can check my armor allocation inside any of these bars or whatever. The armor info is actually exclusively available looking through that window right there. So UI-wise, I would leave that up. So like when I click on this guy, his health and his armor would be up here. We don't really have much else to go with right there. His movement is strong enough that he can get over here. Oh, unfortunate. Well, maybe not unfortunate, actually. Oh, he can only do it once per turn. He didn't do it. Okay. Well, shoulder slam him then. And I need some kind of way. to, like, lock this guy down, but I don't think they're going to let me have it. Hopefully, oh, they don't. Okay, so I thought since they were a zombie, they would go after whoever is closest, but they appear to be locked on. Once they decide who they're going after, they are locked on and they were locked in. So I was hoping they would go after this guy, actually, but they did not. Huh, okay, so the aggro, though, when he got stabbed in the back, he turned around and grabbed this guy. So now I'm even more vexed about how it works. I'm going to have to figure out, I don't think there's any way around it. I think we're going to have to figure out the way that the turn planning and whatnot works. Otherwise, it's going to backfire on us. We got a little bit of wood inside of there. We'll grab it. And then we'll carry on back to over here. I'm going to try to protect the axe guy from here on in because I feel like... I don't know if I want to open this before I have all my stuff back. Yeah, let me get all my stuff back, I guess. Then we'll crack this open. Okay, there's our zombie. Oh, boy. Thus far, not aware of us. It's almost got like a it's almost got like a Grimdark Shining Force feel to it. Like, I don't know, when I attack enemies, I keep, like, expecting it to drop down into, like, that close behind the shoulder camera angle that Shining Force had and show the attack. I don't know why, because, like, it doesn't look or anything like Shining Force, but that's, like, the feeling that I get from it. Let's see what these nerds do if I just stop inside this room. Oh, they do indeed wander. Okay, so they do have, like, a little bit... Wow, them zombies got moves on their turns, man. Wow, they have really big MP. They can move like across the entire map. Okay. I figured zombies be a little bit slower, but these zombies a little bit more spry with what they can accomplish. I'm gonna put a little bit of damage on them. Oh, he added on in. Good. Okay. I wanted you to get your WP back for sure. And like, if I can kill anything around here, it would be massively preferable. He's got... Well... If you sidestep over to here... I'm trying to kill zombies here. Like, I'm trying to wipe them out. I mean, if he can get in... So you move over to there. And if he can get in right here, he can run Perforate on these nerds. And that killed off one of them, which is not entirely what we're going for. But it is something. And then we can have him fall back behind the spearman. You over here, you're already caught, so you can't go anywhere. Go ahead and give me a bloody slash right there. And since you can't move anywhere or go anything, swap position with a selected ally not caught by engaged enemies. We can shoulder bash. How much TP is it going to cost me to put up my shield defense? It cost me dub P for that. Okay. Well, then put out some damage right there. Tackle him right here. Shield defense up because I want to see how shield defense works. And then I think that should be good for our turn. Okay, a little evade right there. I'll take it. And then we get the counter blow. He's bleeding. Interesting. So it looks like... So he was wandering again as though he was unaware of enemies. And then he saw an enemy again and went back into hyperactive mode. I'm really trying to catch the rhythm of this game, but it keeps throwing me like curveballs in the way that the zombies work that I don't expect. Okay, lower your shield. This is all you, baby. Let's give it to him. Another one bites the dust. Big man. Teach him a lesson. Perfect. Love that little roar animation he does after he kills them. You're like, ah! Like, it looks really good. It's like super smooth for being such a little tiny animation. Okay, so it looks like we've got lootables around. They aren't necessarily lighting up, though, when I'm holding down the control key or whatever. That one did, but the ones over here are not. I'm a little bit worried when I walk past this door something bad's gonna happen. Send the shield guy first. Actually, no bad guys. Kind of surprised there. We found some more wood. We found some barley flour. Boys, we get to eat tonight. All right. 6 iron ingots right there. Let's take those. I'm not going to get too aggressive with the way that I move around here. But I am going to take a look inside the rooms and whatnot and see what I can find. Enemies? Where are you guys at? No one survived. A village this size without warriors wouldn't stand long against those creatures. If we 3 together struggle, what chance had these peasants? Let's move. Oh boy. I hear angry sounding noises. Something sounds a little grumpy pants right now. There's also a door over there. I don't know if we should go this way. Oh, okay. So blisters are infested. They do a toxic digested fluid. Due to its unstable body, when facing collision, it dies immediately. What does that mean? So, like, my guess is we need to sneak into the room? And we need to, like, knock him into a wall or something? I don't really know how we deal with this guy. Okay, so he has a bite, and he has an attack. But he's also got bile explosion. By the way, I love the fact that you can right-click any enemy and get a list of all of their skills and things that they do. Thumbs up from me. That's fantastic. Activate upon death. Triggered by damage caused by collision. Oh, there's another one back there. Okay. Do I get any type of bonus for hitting these guys from behind? I'm going to set up my... Maybe I shouldn't, actually. I mean, he can get there. The question is, do we want to be this cavalier about it? Or do we want to stat... Oh, it's too late now. I'm already committed. All right. Never mind, I made a bad decision. I guess set up right there. It's a little risky, but go ahead and do it. I have no clue how we're going to deal with big man over there. All right, you pull in for the AoE right there. Oh, really? You don't get any kind of bonus or anything for hitting an unawares' enemy. Okay. I was hoping you got like a bonus or something for catching someone unaware, like you instantly assassinated him or whatever. He's got 4 bleeds on him. Oh, you critted him. Look at you over there, killer. Look at you just being a minion of murder. Okay. We're gonna take a little bit of a hit on this turn. I don't think there's any way around it. Definitely feels to me like a little bit more of a thoughtful game. So what I'm talking about there in terms of like thoughtfulness is that this seems to be a game that's focusing pretty heavily on the idea of like positioning. So it actually kind of reminds me of Into the Breach, just with more options, basically. Like more things that you can do. Yeah, go ahead and second wind for me. Over here, you're double caught, which kind of sucks. He's gonna bleed out. So like I really kind of bummed out about this. Like he's gonna bleed out on his turn, but I want this guy to get free so he can do a knockback right there and get my spearman out of trouble. Is what I wanted anyways. I guess shoulder charges are an option. Now the real question becomes, is this guy gonna explode? He is. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. We're gonna have to set up... Since everybody has a one-tile attack except for the spearman, but they've got that grab mechanic, we're pretty much universally gonna have to set those bubble gut guys up for getting killed by the spearman, at least until we pick up somebody that has a bow. or something like that. William's only got like 3 HP left, so this is not a great situation here. Yeah, I don't think anybody else has anything else they can really do. I'm gonna have to use a bandage on this guy. But like one more hit and I think he's done like dinner. So we're gonna have to be careful about this from on in. We've got leather and iron right there. Is there anybody in here? Looks like the chieftain died fighting off the creatures. At least he didn't abandon his people. A man of pride. Search the area. He may have a key for the storage shed out back. They do distribute. I think I've just got to get used to this being its own distinct strategy game versus other things too, because it's actually kind of unconventional in both like the AI behavior and like what they do, and also in terms of the fact that like not all of your attacks are linked to your action points. They're linked to like your movement points. And so like maybe I'm just not utilizing my resources properly either, since it's like my first dive into the game. Key. I saw a storage shed over there. Let's see if it opens the door. Fine by me, man. I just don't want to like die. I'm just trying to get the goodies out of here and go. We're beat to hell, man. We're having a terrible day out here in these post-apocalyptic zombie streets. Oh, another bandage. Thank you, God. Yeah, go ahead and run the bandage on yourself, I suppose. No, use it on old guy because you can shield to get out of most problems. So maybe use it on the old guy. And then since he's got the stiffest chin right now, we'll have him enter this next room alone first and just kind of peek, see what's in there. Barrel full of food. That's good. Oh, they're glowing again. Nice. 2 barrels full of food. All right, we'll take that. Grab that. I'm trying to get back to town and get out of here, man. I'm trying to eat tonight. Everybody else, I guess, form up in front of this door over here like a medieval SWAT. Oh, there's more bad guys. And is that an evac right there? I think that's an evac, so we've actually got to extract too. All right, we'll pull everybody out. It's going to be okay. It's only one guy. I think we'll be okay. Another one right there. Okay, 2 guys are going to be blocking the extract. What do we have in here? We've got arrows. We've got charcoal. We've got oil. We've got fabric, and we've got wood. And we've got a short bow, and we've got a shovel, which comes with new abilities. So apparently your abilities are linked to what you have equipped. It also looks like they have durability on them. And so we're going to have to babysit that too a little bit in making sure that we don't overextend ourselves. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to pull back for a second. We'll kind of like see what the enemy does because he's behind a barricade. So we'll just kind of like kick this thing off and see what happens. Man, the zombies got so much movement, dude. They've got wheels on them. Most of the time when you're playing something like the last spell, the zombies only move like 2 or 3 tiles to really make it apparent that like, okay, they've got like numerical advantage, so they move really slow, but they basically one-shot you in that game too. In this game, they got wheels on them, man. They move. They're definitely wearing their fancy man shoes, so we're going to have to start really, really relying on the fact that they can move like that. So he's grabbed him. How do I want to do this? He moved it there, I guess. Big swing. Okay. You up to here. You'll be caught there, I guess, but that is what it is. Over here, I need you bumped back. I need you up this way. I need you bump him down that way so he's not grabbing him anymore. You step back real quick. You perforate. That worked out fantastically well. Yeah, there's definitely the inspiration of Into the Breach here. I'm feeling that kind of like Into the Breach, like that Into the Breach mouthfeel where they expect you to be using the explosive zombies as a way to like eliminate a bunch of the enemy's numbers and like even out the fight. Like the game is definitely expecting you to pay attention to that stuff. So we'll go shield defense right here. Yeah, put your shield up. You get clear of that zombie. You got nothing left to play around with, so hopefully he survives this turn. Good block. Okay, so shield defense has been turned off. There's the counter blow, and I think we're out of here. I don't think there's anything remaining. Like, I feel like we got a pretty good haul here, and out we go. Oh, there's little conversations and stuff, too. Okay, well, we're getting towards the end of the video, so you guys can go play the demo and see what they're saying, but I wanted to see what I could get done here. So everybody's pretty beat up. We're not in great shape. We're not feeling fantastic. So we need to definitely cook some barley porridge, I think, unless we can do something with the pickled peas that's a little bit better. Oh, those peas are rotten. So what do we do with the barley that's not milled? Do I get a mill, like, later on in the game? Like, what's up with my rough barley over here, and how do I make it useful? It looks like I don't. That's the answer to the question. All right, well, there's some bread at least. And maybe I'll throw some peas in there, I suppose? Throw some barley in there as well, just to help out? I don't know. Alright, is everybody feeling at least somewhat better? What's the blacksmith do down here? It's okay, we'll do your background dialogue when the viewer plays the game. But, like, for you and me right now, you and I have things that we need to figure out. So, weapon repairs. So you can have your Sayax repaired, so that's good because I need that repaired. Shield is probably okay for now. Spear definitely needs to be fixed, so let's do that. And then his axe is kind of like, I think, in the danger zone. Like, it's not quite perfect, but it'll do. Oh, they've got a quirks thing going on, too. Okay. Is there anything else? So let's say that we talk to... Let's get on out a repair weapon. What other options were available in here that we could potentially do? So we've got repair, we've got disassemble. It looks like we've got full-on crafting, so you can change things around completely if you want to do so. Okay, good to know. And then this is crafting tools. So we could make another bandage right now. And it looks like it does a little dice roll, too, to figure out how good it is, whether it's like white, green, or blue quality. That's nice. I don't mind little bits of RNG in there, because it looks like the fail state is that you just get like a normal bandage, you know? So that's not so bad. You really only have something to gain there, in all honesty. Well, my name is Splattercat. This is Remore Infested Kingdom. I hope you guys liked it. I am a big believer right now after having played it for like 40 minutes. This is pretty cool. This is from a team that's in Korea that has made this. And so go check the game out. Swing down, go look at the demo, go give it a play. I'll see y'all later. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we were messing around with Remore Infested Kingdom. Tomorrow we'll be messing around with something else. Bye, folks.